Following my other video which showed you how to clean straight Scalextric track, a few people have messaged me asking how to clean curved track. It's exactly the same method, but I'll quickly show you how to do it. So what you need are obviously the track. This is a Radius 2 classic bit of track, probably about 30 years old, and you can see quite a bit of it's quite discoloured, it's quite corroded. I'm using some red and some green Scotch tape. I've got some WD-40. I've got some insulation tape. Doesn't matter what colour it is, it's going to be it's only going to be sacrificial. And I've got some blue tape. So first thing is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Scotch tape to clean this up, but obviously if I do that I'm going to damage the track surface. So what I'm going to do is, like exactly the same as I did with the straight, I'm going to mask off the bit where I'm going to be using the Scotch tape to clean the rails up, just to protect the black part of the track, because it is quite easy to damage. So quite easy, pull a bit off, and then what you need to do, the good thing about this insulation tape is it's quite stretchy, so you put it on and then you just sort of follow it on the curve. So keep a bit of tension on the tape, stretch it a little bit, but it just follows round, and then with your other finger just keep it pushed down so that it adheres. So the insulation tape, it really only sticks to itself, it doesn't stick very well to the plastic, but just enough. It sticks just enough to protect it. So you can see here I'm almost round. I've got a little bit of tension on the tape, but not a huge amount, but just keep your thumb on it. Here we go, so almost getting to the end. There we go. Now, if you were a bit more organised and professional than me, you would use a knife or a pair of scissors to cut this off, but I'm going to do what the electricians do and just rip it off like that. So you can see there's one side. Obviously you need to do the other side as well. So here we go. Make sure that you can see all of the conductor rail, which I've not done there. There we go. It doesn't matter if you see a little bit of black, but there we go. So it's a bit more tricky on the outside, and I'd imagine on a Radius 1 curve this is quite hard. I haven't actually had to do that. I haven't got any classic corroded track just yet, but I'm sure in time I will. So here we go. See there, it just wants to spring up. There we go. Just pulling it down nicely. All right, there we go. And then just rip your tape off. You don't need the tape anymore. Now just push them down so it's got a nice. So there you can see that you can't really see any. You see a little bit, but not very much. But this insulation tape, it's a vinyl kind of material, and it's just enough to protect the black surface of the track. So take my green, the coarser of the two Scotch pads, and just basically you just got to use your finger with pretty hard pressure actually, just to get the worst of the corrosion off. So you can see there it's starting to come up. You can see that it's starting to get shiny. This is actually quite corroded, this track. You can see how black it's going on the insulation tape. There we go. Hope you can see what I'm doing. It's really good workout this. I'd recommend you warm up before you do it. And so you can see it's starting to come. I've forgotten how tiring this was. Yeah. Right, so you can see there, I'm not sure, it doesn't really show very well on this picture, on this camera, but you can see, well, trust me, it's much shinier. So just a couple more passes. You see how much black muck there is on the insulation tape. That's quite amazing. I think that's probably enough. So the key thing to remember is that this electrical joint here, that needs to be really clean, because that's the bit that's carrying the current, and you don't want to drop any volts for a poor connection. So that's actually come up quite clean. Actually, this isn't too bad, this bit of track, but I've seen others that got quite a bit of rust on them. Same on the other end. Just go over that. Really nice and shiny. Right, so that's the bit with the bit done with the green Scotch tape. Exactly the same again with the slightly less coarse, less yeah, the slightly finer red tape. So just get a really nice fine tip that you can control nicely, and just go over it, give it a bit of a polish. There you go. So it's not too bad now. Right, so the last thing to do is to wipe off all the gunk and muck that has been lifted from the track. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my WD-40. I think this is available globally, but if it's not, it's just probably use like a machine oil of some sort. But basically, with a blue cloth, it's as cheap as, you just give the track a wipe, just to get all of the corrosion, and you get a bit of a, hey, look, you can see it's actually quite dark. It's quite mucky. And then if you're putting it down on a carpet, just wipe it off. Do the back, any WD-40 has got in there. No, that's pretty clean. So there you can actually, yeah, look, you can see there how much shinier those tracks are that I've just done than that one. And you can actually see just how much dirt there is on the track. That's quite amazing. So last thing to do is pull this off. There you go. Actually, that you can see there, it's actually lifted, it's cleaned the track. So yeah, that's quite effective. So there you go. That's how you clean it. It's quite physical, but it does come up with really good results. So thanks very much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe.